guys, so this is Thursday's Bell Work question answered for you. I also have another question that I posed for my students who were in class today. They seem to struggle with line graphs and determining endo or exothermic reactions. So I did challenge them with two more. So we will go over your Canvas Bell Work that was assigned today on Canvas, and then the extra Bell Work that I gave students in class today. I'll go ahead and get rid of this webcam because I'm going to look over to my side monitor and we'll go on. Okay, so name some natural materials that are found in nature. So natural materials are those that are found in nature, have not been made by humans. For example, plants are naturally occurring. Sand, rock, water is naturally occurring. Sometimes we do have hydroelectric dams. We allow water to pass through a turbine. The turbine spins, which basically is the movement of the water through this turbine is what allows electricity to be made from that. You can make a house out of rocks. You can make a pathway out of rocks. Some rocks, like iron ore or gold ore, when we find iron or gold in the ground, naturally occurring, this is what they actually look like, not the same thing as the finished product. So iron and gold, we'll heat those up and get just the iron or just the gold, not the other stuff that's naturally found with these products. We'll heat just the iron or just the gold up, pour it into a mold. Most metal things come from a mold, which is kind of like a shape outline. That's why all the legs on my chairs in my classroom all look the same. They probably all came from the same exact mold. If we look at cotton or silk, silk's made by a little caterpillar looking guy. A silkworm, he eats plants, produces silk. We can take those little cocoons he's made, if you will, cotton from a plant, we can pick that, or we can shave a sheep and get wool. We take those and we go through a process called spinning. We can turn that into a thread. That thread can then be made into clothing of any sort. So these are all naturally occurring materials, natural materials. Many other examples, these are just a few. All right, here's your challenge question that I posed for students in class today. Are these reactions, so these line graphs right here, endothermic or exothermic, and why? So go ahead, pause the video, and look at this yellow graph, and then look at this green line graph. See what you think, write down your answer, and explain why you think that. Pause this video now, decide. When you're ready and you've decided on your answer and explained, unpause the video. Okay, so here's your answer. So are these endothermic or exothermic, and why? Here's your hint. They're not the same. So over here, cooling a hot drink using ice. We start at 60 degrees, end up about 28 degrees. That object is cooling down, right? So this would be, if you were to touch this object, it would feel cool, right? This is an endothermic reaction. The heat is going into this reaction, cooling off. Our next one, we start at, let's see, our temperatures in degrees Fahrenheit. We start at 43 degrees Fahrenheit, and we end at 67 degrees Fahrenheit. This is showing an exothermic reaction. It is getting warmer. Right? So endothermic basically is just when something is cooling down or losing temperature. If you were to feel the substance, it would feel cold. And then exothermic reaction is when things heat up and they're gaining heat. They're going to feel hot. That's an exothermic. So endothermic, cold, exothermic, hot. All right. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns over these two Bell Work questions.